if you're not looking at the TV, you're going to need to come and look at the TV because this is the cutest little face. Helen Woodward Animal Center has a very special story about a pup who needs the community's help. So Communication Director Jessica Girk is here to tell us all about Spencer and the Helen Woodward Animal Center's Emergency Medical Fund. We are saving Spencer.
We are saving Spencer this morning. I wanted everybody to look at this face. And you know, one of the things at Helen Woodward Animal Center, you know, every animal that comes through the doors of Helen Woodward Animal Center receives medical care. Everything from dental care to vaccines, spays and neuters, all the basics. But every now and again, we get a certain animal that comes through the doors that needs some special care. And the thing that gets a little bit challenging is when you see a puppy this beautiful, a lot of times people say, well, he looks perfectly healthy. But when Spencer came in, he came in at only weeks old. He was a lot smaller than his siblings. They found out that he had Giardia and hookworm, which they treated immediately, but he wasn't getting better and he wasn't growing. And one of the things that they found is he had a very, very rare intestinal disease where the intestines actually telescope on each other, so they fold in on each other. He was having a hard time eating. He was having a hard time digesting food. And he immediately had to go into emergency surgery because he literally only had days to live. So at Helen Woodward Animal Center, when these animals come through the door, we make them a promise. And the promise is that they're going to go on and live their happily ever afters. So he immediately went into emergency surgery. It was a 5-hour surgery where they removed over 1/3 of his intestines. But he did great. The thing is that surgery was $10,000. And of course, that affects the work that we can do later on. So we have a fund right now called Saving Spencer. He's right now recovering with a wonderful foster, and do keep in mind you can also foster if people have challenges with donating. But we're trying to raise more money. We've only raised about $1,500 towards his medical care, and it's, like I said, it's over $10,000 at this point. And I think that the reason is sometimes when we have an animal that comes in and you can see, maybe like with Gertie, you remember our bait dog who looked so devastated. People will donate immediately, but when they see a dog that looks like this, they think, well, I don't see anything that needs any help. But this little guy literally was even sicker than Gertie and literally had a shorter amount of time to live. But we want him to live his happily ever after, right? You tell him. You tell him, Spencer. And so we're asking for people to donate to our emergency medical fund. And of course, this type of money goes towards dogs like Spencer, like dogs like Gertie. We had 2 puppies, Sid and Sue, who cost $20,000 for parvo. We had a dog named Harper that was a $20,000 heart surgery. So this money goes towards these animals. We never give up on them.
Yeah, I mean, you may not be able to adopt and care for an animal or have one in your life, but if you have a heart for animals, this is certainly a way to help the ones who really, really need it.
Absolutely. And I think the other thing that people don't understand is that in thousands of rescues across the country, these animals would be euthanized. Absolutely. I mean, that's the fact. And it's not that these people don't care about these animals. It's that they don't have the finances, they don't have the foster system, they don't have the medical care. Spencer, you show him. See, you got so much life in you. You're going to show him what an amazing dog. You're going to be a playful puppy, right? He's 17 weeks old, by the way, and he is doing so well, as you can see. He's been staying with his wonderful foster cat, who's been doing great with him. He's learning to walk on a leash. He's going to be an amazing dog. The other thing I want to say is that when we have animals like this that go through this type of condition, they end up being touched by so many human hands. By the time that they're adopted, they are the perfect pet. Yeah. Because they trust humans and they know that humans are out to help them. So he's going to be a great dog, and he should probably go available for adoption within the next few weeks. But in the meantime, we're still trying to raise money for his care.
I think a great dog with an energetic family, already there with some kids, so comfortable with them, but just the sweetest face, and going to know that he was saved. So it's wonderful that we have Helen Woodward to be able to perform these types of surgeries and make it a priority to save these animals.
Thank you.
And we just need to hopefully get some more money to keep that fund going.
It's if people go on to animalcenter.org/Saving Spencer, Saving Spencer. If they go on to Saving Spencer /Saving Spencer, they can donate. And like I said, I was talking to my sister, even $5, $10, whatever anybody has makes a big difference.
All right, it will be on KUSI.com as well, and there will be a link there for you. But now we're gonna play with Spencer because
he needs some playtime.
He's so adorable. Yes, Jessica, thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much.